Well, it's that time again, baby. Alright, we're doing predictions for the Gammas, because it's clearly them. We've gotten all the hints, we all know it's Cell Max and the Gammas. So, this is my predictions for, like, how it will work, how they'll work. Of course, this is all speculation, and some of this is basically just, like, just me, like, spewing ideas, I guess. I honestly have no idea if there'll be, like, a Dragon Ball or a Super Transfer Raider, because I think they're going to introduce a new mechanic. I don't know what that is, but like I'm hoping they are. It's second anniversary. We deserve a new mechanic. So this is just them being them. I have no idea how you're going to counterplay them, but we'll find out when it actually releases. This is just kind of like my idea of how it works, of how they'll work. So like just some idea. You know how it is. So yeah, that's how bright it is. So level 1, I think you're going to be Dr. Hedo, and now I think he will work a lot like Baby Vegeta's level 1. But a whole lot better, bro. Trust me, a whole lot better. So, you can like, so Super Genius, right? He's like throughout the. I had to rewatch the film, by the way, for this prediction shit. I know I'm ahead of the curve, guys. You don't have to tell me twice. So he throughout the whole film, he's like, I'm really smart. So yeah, I was like, what if he can just collect info on like survivors and stuff, and give the Gammas buffs? I'm thinking it would work like the passive Earth's Delights or whatever. If you just open random crap, or you open like a crate or something, you just randomly get info. And as for actives, I think he could have this little thing. I know it's crashing in this scene, but he did use this to fly around and stuff. I feel like that'd be pretty cool. He will be invulnerable to all attacks, by the way, which I think makes a lot of sense. But it only lasts a minute before you auto-evolve into Gamma 2, which I think a minute is, if you're getting Key Rush in a minute in, you're done anyway, bro. Like, it's over. But yeah, I'm just thinking the info could give like buffs to the Gammas, survivor locations when you turn into Gamma 2. Like, you're feeding him the info, you know what I'm saying? If you know what I'm saying, I feel like it'd be an interesting level 1. And he's got the B, which he actually uses quite a lot in the film. And it passively think of it like a Goldo, right? So you're running around trying to collect info, and then there's this B. It's like passively hunting down survivors and stinging them. I think if it did sting you, it would act like Baby's parasite thing. I don't know about only last 1 minute. I think maybe, it should last the whole game. But hey, it'd be pretty cool if they did manage to include the B into his kit, because I think he is going to be playable. I think he is, because I don't know, anyways. Oh my goodness, the Gamma 2, level 2 Gamma 2. Now there's a reason why I've made him stand alone, because in the film he is the first Gamma to appear and fight. He fights Piccolo. But yeah, as for passives, okay, so when saving civs, you gain additional info in both. So basically, if you get civs, you get more of a benefit than other raiders, because you're not actually killing them. You're like kind of, just think of it like, investigation, you know what I'm saying? You're getting more info, bro. I feel like the info thing makes sense because they're fed faulty info about Capsule Corp and stuff. So I feel like the same could happen in Breakers, I'm just saying it'd be so good. Like, being able to just get a survivor's location does sound strong, but yeah, it is strong. But I'm glad. I want it to be strong because I don't know, survivors are very, very mobile, and I feel like if you did just have their location, it would make things so it make so that you're not just standing around doing nothing when you generally can't catch out a survivor. But I guess in a lower level lobby, it would be insanely powerful. But hey, it is what it is. I think it'd be a good mechanic. Alright, boom. Alright, so this whole idea is based off one quote in the film. So in the film, Piccolo says, like, I can see his attacks, which is here. Right? It's here. He can see, like, the effects and stuff. So I was thinking, when in a melee combo, become immune to stuns and damage, because it's going to play that, like, little animation of him doing the cool effects, like a real superhero, guys. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Dragon Ball Superhero? I can't believe it. Yeah, I just think in a jumping scenario, melee attacks generally become useless, because if you do a melee, you're stuck in place, and you're probably going to take like a couple super attacks. I'd like it so that melees aren't useless anymore. I don't know, I think that's pretty reasonable thing to ask for. So it's not even like you just, like, it's just you get, like, if you land a combo, you actually can get it off without any repercussions, like taking damage or anything, which would be great, which would be awesome. So his final passive, lock him up. Alright, he is a superhero, whatever. He does do the criminals justice. When you down a survivor and handcuff them, disable one of their active skills and gain an evolution gauge. This is basically Baby's parasite thing. Like, you just disable one of their active skills if you handcuff them. And that's the way they're gonna, like, quote-unquote, kill people. in there. Well, kill the survivors. They're just gonna like lock them up, bro. We're done in for federal crimes, bro. Maybe a bit of tax fraud. You don't even know. But that's how I think it would work. I think it would be pretty interesting. As for super attacks, he's got his little. The first thing he ever does in the film, like attack-wise, is this little like blast, which kind of acts like Gogeta Blue. Super Saiyan Gogeta's like Stardust Fall. I'm pretty sure it's called. I'd like to see that as an attack. You know, a nice big AOE. Maybe like each individual shot has a bigger AOE. That'd be kind of crazy. That'd be kind of nuts. So, right, I know that's Gamma 1, but Gamma 2 does do this attack in the film. I saw it. I swear to God I saw it. I'm not crazy. You're crazy. I think it'd be a super powerful attack, which could like travel you quite far, you know? Like you activate it, you go in the sky, and you can choose like a big radius. Like think of level 2 Broly's super powerful attack, but wherever you click, you actually go to. So it'd be a good mobility tool, right? What raiders suffer with mostly, I feel, is like survivors just being too quick and being able to get away too easily. And I feel like this would be able to close the gap pretty good. Because, you know, Broly's super powerful attack, it goes pretty far, you know? I'm generally saying, like, if you pop this, you could travel across to, like, the other side of the map. I'm not fucking with you, dude. These guys are actually, like, what? They were, like, Gohan, Piccolo level. These, like, technically, this Raider is the strongest Raider canonically that we've ever gotten, so yeah. Right, so his actives. Core Breaker, why is it in level 2? I'll tell you why later. You need to be patient, okay? So obviously, Barrier, Break Strike. I've only decided to give him one Break Strike for, like, a good reason. Because I think, like, first of all, this is basically a Break Strike in itself. Because you'll probably bait a lot of people by them not really... I don't know. When people, like, would adapt to that, it would be fine. But, you know... the Rush, just more mobility. He doesn't have any key sense because he's an android. So yeah. Well, he does have the info, which kind of, you know, makes up for that, I think. But, you know, I just think the more mobility a Raider has, the better. Because, right, survivors are just so fucking sneaky nowadays. So, yeah, Core Breaker. This is kind of like a situational thing. I was thinking, like, if you're hard stuck in level 2, you can pop this. And then you can, you know, go auto-evolve straight into Gamma 1, right? Which is the next stage, alright? So, how I think Core Breaker would work, and I hope it does work, you can pick an area to nuke. If the area isn't Area X, the area will be destroyed, activates in 20 seconds. So, 20 seconds is a long time, but that's because it's a level 2. If you successfully evolve to level 3 without killing Gamma 2, sorry, it becomes seconds. Don't look at Gamma, guys. I'm going to explain it later. Don't look. So yeah, and you could also pick Area X, because I feel like that would be kind of sick. Like, you can nuke the entire area. I feel like that would be kind of the play. If you are hard stuck in level 2, right, and you do want to go level 3, you could just nuke Area X, maybe the Super Time Machine's out, and it gives them, like, you know, 20 seconds to leave the area, but that gives you 20 seconds to work on the SDM. So that's pretty good, I think. Well, I don't know, maybe not 20 seconds, maybe people will leave at the 10-second mark. You know how it is. It's kind of broken against newer players, but I'm not thinking about newer players, bro. I want them to be broken as fuck. I want them to be broken. But yeah, he does die, which kind of leads into this. So the level 3 Gamma 1 or 2, or just Gamma 1. So, right. Oh god, I need to think. So yeah, his health bar will carry over, if you live, to his level 2. And I think their whole thing should be that they can switch between each other. They've been kind of building it up, you know. So we had Goku Black and Zamasu, but once you evolve into Goku Black, Zamasu becomes AI, but there's still technically 2 Raiders, but you can't just control Zamasu anymore. Baby has his servants, which their AI is, like, more offensive, but it still, like, isn't the best thing in the world, because they can be easily counterable with, like, a Vanish Kick. I'm pretty sure it just instantly kills them. Gammas are not the same. The Gammas are not the same. Because I want them to have each individual, like, a health bar, a Raider health bar. And then the AI version will, like, have that health bar. But maybe if they lose, like, half a HP bar, like, half a bar of HP, they'll vanish, right? Only half a bar. until they like vanish, which is definitely more than a vanish kick. I keep saying vanish, which is probably confusing people, but it is what it is. But yeah, they'll have their own like health bars, right? And alright, Gamma 1. Okay, he's pretty, I don't know. He doesn't really actually do a lot in the film. I couldn't really think of anything except he's got a gun. He uses his gun a lot more than Gamma 2. And even then, Gamma 2 uses his gun. So, I don't know. Gamma 1 is kind of mid, in my opinion. His super attack, instead of the, oh god, what is it? Instead of this thing, it's this. And I think this could be more of like a, you know, Revenge Death Ball type attack where it just explodes and it has a massive AoE. But other than that, he's kind of got the same passive. Yeah, there isn't exactly. Listen, it's the exact same. He doesn't really have any more passives. But he does have the switch mechanic, which Gamma 2 will also gain, which you can switch every 30 seconds. I really hope that they do this, that we can play as both, like, simultaneously. So it would be like, they both have each individual cooldowns. Oh yeah, Break Strike is cut off because I copy and pasted it. Don't worry, I'm very, yeah. So, you know, the way I hope it works, they do have their each individual cooldowns, and that if you switch between them, right, enough, that you'll get, like, your Break Strike back, and you can activate it at any time. So say if you were getting comboed as Gamma 1, and you're about to take a lot of damage, just switch out to Gamma 2, and then Gamma 1 will only take, like, half a bar of damage, when he would have taken, like, 2, maybe. So, I think it could work. It could work. It's definitely there. It's definitely there. This is the same as well. So imagine if you if you pop this, did it on the SDM, you know, make them come off the SDM because you're going to lose otherwise, and then you switch to Gamma and you just do it again. I mean, yeah, like Gamma and Gamma, I don't know, bro, it's confusing. It's confusing. But yeah, I think it'd be very cool. I hope you guys understand what I'm saying. It's kind of like Dragon Ball Legends tag mechanic, you know, you can switch out, but it actually resets their cooldown, so you can do different stuff like twice. And yeah, again, so he works the exact same as level 2, but he has the added switch mechanic. And if you do Core Breaker, it's buffed and it only takes 7 seconds. So it's basically like a area destruct, like a buffed area destruct. It's kind of broken. But you do lose Gamma 2, which will tie into later. It'll tie into later because, I don't know, you kind of need him. I feel like you kind of need him. Because having the switch mechanic, I feel like it's very powerful. I feel like it's very strong. So, what makes, where's, you know, Gamma 1's Core Breaker or whatever, his special moment? He doesn't have one. He doesn't have a special moment, guys. He's just there. So, I just thought I'd tie him to the Cell Max button. Doesn't it look like Cell Max, guys? Can you tell I'm an artist? I'm really good at Cell Max. Drawing Cell Max and drawing a rush attack. You know what I'm saying? Alright. So, you must be below 50% HP and max evolution gauge. Now, why did I put the 50% HP? And that's because basically Cell Max is just an instant win button. He's kind of just like a Great Ape in my opinion. That's what I think he's going to play as, but like he's going to have like bullet hell attacks like in the movie where he's basically like firing beams everywhere. But again, another mini game, right? We got to have Magenta because of that nice hint and because of this image. Right. So I think once you activate this, it'll be like locate and find the Cell Max button like a super transfer. But you know, you're Magenta and you're gonna kind of walk around. I think he's gonna be like invulnerable, but I hope that while this like little mini game is happening, like the Gammas will still fight, but they can still take damage. So if you fail like this mini game, which I'm gonna say that you can't fail it, when you go back to the Gammas, you actually do take damage, so there is some kind of repercussions. So I'm thinking if you take too long, just like in the movie, the bee will sting you, and you'll die, and you'll just go back to playing as the Gammas, and hopefully you can clutch up. But you know, you'll see. We'll see. And yeah, if it's successful, you transform as Cell Max, and you just win. Alright, you're just an instant win. There's not really much to say. He's kind of basic in terms of like big boss. I can't really think of anything unique that he'd have except from like the unique super attacks. I'm thinking like maybe in Area X he kind of explodes it because that's how he kind of comes out in the film. Other than that, I've got nothing on this man, but you know, that's how I think they'll work. I think the switching thing will be very cool, and I hope they do it. But yes, that's it. That's literally it. That's all my ideas. Gotta love it, man. Gotta love it. But yeah, you know, there you go. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think.